It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New York Giants and the Houston Texans. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. Good to have you with us. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. You know, partner, fantasy football doesn't take into account the guys close to the football, the guys in the line of scrimmage. This is one where our eyes are going to be focused on that battle in the trenches all game long.
Mike, it doesn't matter if it's Pee-wee football, middle school football, or NFL football. You can only do offensively what your offensive line allows you to do. And I think that's exactly the case for both of these teams here today. They are going to win or lose based on the ability of gaining an advantage in the offense and defensive line. So I think we're going to see downhill run game. I think we're going to see play action pass. And the team that's able to impose their will up front along the trenches, I think that's going to be the team that finds himself at the end of this one coming out with the win.
Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
You could certainly make the case, Mike, that he had one of the best rookie seasons by a quarterback in NFL history. Not so much just his personal play, but he has completely rejuvenated that Houston Texans locker room and that Houston Texans organization. It was incredible watching him as a rookie. Tell you what, though, I think he's even more capable here in his second year under center.
Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
Prior to the opening kickoff, the home crowd is rocking. They're on their feet cheering. Well, one play in, got a little quieter in here. This defense came out, and they took the fight right to him, able to bring the quarterback down for an opening play sack to get their defense settled into this one.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It is a big-time play for Houston. 35 yards.
When we had a chance to talk to the coach the other day, what did he tell us, Mike? He said, I want to come out and be aggressive right from the start. And with that big shot downfield here early, I think it's pretty safe to say that's exactly what they have done. Now the key is, can they turn that explosive play into an opening drive touchdown and really get off to a fast start?
First carry for Joe Mixon. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
Down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he will get into the end zone. Jordan, touchdown, Houston. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by a former second-round pick out of Missouri. The quarterback is Drew Lock.
The only thing bigger than this guy's arm strength might be his personality, Mike. I mean, think back, how many times has this guy gone viral on the field over the last couple seasons? Unfortunately for him, stuff like that tends to downplay just how talented of a passer he really is. Consistency, or lack thereof, that's what's been holding him back. If he's able to put it together for 4 quarters, his team has a legitimate chance to leave here today with a win.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Daniil Hunter, pass rusher extraordinaire, in action again.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll run here with the rookie. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lock. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
What did this defensive play caller tell us all week, Mike? They wanted to come out and set the tone of this game, dictate the terms of how this game would be played. And, man, through the first drive here, boy, have they ever.
So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. The veteran Robert Woods goes back to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Texans offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
2nd down, here's a run, and here's Mixon. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Mixon.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
4th down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Tracy now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Giants offense ready to take over for their second possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They go play action. It's locked. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Giants.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Lock out of the shotgun. And this one is intercepted. Derek Stingley comes up with it. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
You know, like, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, Stroud. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
A throw on the move is caught. It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Here's Stroud. And And he gets that one complete to Collins. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And the Texans have got a first and goal. He's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. A first down on a gain of 11.
You hear teams talk about it all the time, Mike. Let's win at the point of attack. And boy, this team here early in the first quarter, they've done just that.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Texans move further out in front. It is now 17-0. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Tracy now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Throw it. Lock. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Second and a yard. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he's not going to get there again. Same player, same result. No gain, and now it's 4th down.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen on now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Texans offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. Stroud. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. So after one, it's the Texans who have the early lead. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. So on 4th down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. Amir Smith-Marset goes back to return it. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. He's got his man. That's Slayton. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
In motion, it's Robinson. On 2nd down, Locke. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Locke. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On 3rd down, they'll run with Tracy. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Lock to throw on first down. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the zone read, a give to Tracy. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. In motion, it's Robinson. Here comes the jet sweep. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line.
Once you see that guy coming across the formation pre-snap, Mike, you have to be thinking jet sweep instantly. It's just such a dangerous play that always has the potential for this type of yardage, especially when he wins that race to the edge.
Lock. He pulls it in around the 5. To the pylon, he's in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Giants are back in this one. It's 17-7. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down. Man in motion, it's Diggs. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Stroud gonna set up to throw. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau, former 5th overall pick, in there to drop him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
A second down throw for Stroud. This one complete to Jordan.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stroud. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's Tommy Townsend now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Giants offense ready to take over once again. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Locke. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And he will take this one in. 81 yards. Touchdown, New York. Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. In motion now, it's Collins. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Stroud to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Here's their punter now, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Giants offense make their way out to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the 2 sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. A carry here for Tracy. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. Greg and I, back from Houston in a moment. Here's 3rd and 7. To throw is Locke. A short one there to Bellinger. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for the Giants. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now, Stroud. He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back, goes a long way in doing that. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On second down, Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Dell. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Stroud. Diggs on the reception. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down. Here's Stroud. That's caught downfield by Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Jamie Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This will be a 46-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here. It is a 6-point difference at the break. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. It was Joe Mixon who had it working in the first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and Drew Lock getting set for their next drive. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
They'll run with Tracy. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Lock out of the shotgun. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Tracy. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. Second down and 8. To throw is Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
The Giants sending out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. Stephon Diggs and the rest of the Houston offense set to take over again. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Stroud to throw here on first down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
To the left side, into the hands of Collins. Third down, 3 to go. On the bootleg, it's Stroud. That's to the tight end, Stover. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. Off the play fake, it's locked. This one is caught by Robinson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Now a 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal coming up. We're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come 4th down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up 1st and goal.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. On play action, Locke. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Giants. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Now, Gano for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants have taken the lead by a point here in the 3rd.
Texans 20.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Here's 1st and 10. They will work the middle with Mixon. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Stroud gonna tuck this one on the zone read. And this will be a Texans first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll get this out to his running back.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down. To throw, it's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
They go play action. It's locked. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And this will be a Giants first down. He gets it up past the 30 to the 32.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's locked. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
So a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down, following a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Jalen Petrie up to make the tackle. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Locke working out of the pistol. Connects with his big tight end, Manhurts. He's going to have the first down. And that one good for 9, and the drive continues.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10 now from the 36. Throwing. Lock. That's to Robinson. He's got it.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
We're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
There's that man again, another catch. And he's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Now it's Tracy looking to run. He's down inside the 10. A gain of 4. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Locke to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
So now, Graham Gano, the veteran, in another pressure spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now. Graham Gano now following the field goal. Back to kick this one away. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Texans offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. Over the middle. He's got the tight end Schultz. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He's going to tuck it and go. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's a toss, right side to Mixon. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. Here's Stroud. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Stroud. That's to the right side and incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And 3rd down coming up.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run here with Mixon to the 5-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Again, it'll be Mixon. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And he will take this one across into the end zone. C.J. Stroud, touchdown, Houston. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. It's up and good. And the Texans go up by 3. It's 27-24. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Lock out of the shotgun. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
A 2nd down throw for Locke. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Lock to throw. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle to the tight end, Bellinger. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Now Locke. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Here's 2nd down. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. Open man is Robinson. This has been bizarre. From 2nd and a mile, a huge gain, but still short of a 1st down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game. And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Now, on 2nd and long. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Here's Stroud. He'll try and get there on the ground. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now a first throw here in overtime. That's caught downfield by Diggs.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
3rd down, 3 to go. He'll try and run for this with Mixon.
Joe Mixon on the carry. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The Texans getting all set to punt. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Locke. That's caught left side by Bellinger. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Locke to throw on 1st and 10. That is caught. It's Robinson. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Off the play fake. It's Locke. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like, living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Giants sending out their punter, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Texans offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Stroud. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Stroud going to set up to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Stroud to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a 1st down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On first down, it's Stroud. He's back to Schultz. He's got it again. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
1st and 10. In motion now, it's Collins. They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. Space to run inside the 20. And he'll be taken down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. So now it's Kaimi Fairbairn in a pressure situation. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So it's a win here for the Texans. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT. Final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.